next hug we're going to do is the phony. So I'd like another girl to come up. I was supposed to say that generally women are more guilty of the phony.
Oh. Well, I think I'm going to have to come up.
The phony is generally guys don't hug unless they want to, whereas women tend to hug more. Now you may
That may mean we want to hug more. We may be more natural huggers.
Yes, but okay. Well, let's take this outside.
Okay then.
No, well, the phony. I say it's mainly a girl hug because I rarely see guys doing the phony. I mean, we've got a guy hug that's coming up later.
Okay.
The phony is when there's that girl you just hate. Or,
oh.
right? Guys don't hug people they generally hate. But girls do, okay?
Sometimes. Yeah.
So I just want, so you know what this looks like. You can notice what a phony hug looks like. You've both done a phony hug?
Yeah.
All right, so, all right, so.
Just go for it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know many guys who do that.
Is the screaming part of it?
It's not always, but usually it's
I think it usually is. Yeah.
I find the phony hug is almost more zealous than a hug that you're. So it's what it is it's a clue, especially is when you actually mean a hug. Don't be overzealous. Decisive again, but not over the top. Yes.
So how do you really distinguish a phony from an overzealous hug? They both look the same, right?
They both look the same, and they can feel the same too. And that's why it's hard to distinguish the difference between the two. But an overzealous hug, people may interpret as a phony hug. And that's why it's generally a good idea to avoid overzealous hugs. Is more what I was. It's very hard to distinguish. I think now as a guy I can't really distinguish. I'm bad at reading things. As far as women are just like way better at reading these things than
well, because sometimes women give phony hugs to men too. Especially men that they know might be interested in them. There tends to be a lot of phony hugging that goes on.
So it's good to try to recognize if a woman, not always, like now, women sometimes will be like really, hey, it's great to see you, but generally if they're really overzealous with their hugs, it tends to be.
They could be hug sluts.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Well, how do we determine a hug slut? If we're going to be hugging 5 times a day at least, I mean, we're already hug promiscuous at least.
Yeah.
It's not hug sure.
Well, no, I don't think there's anything wrong with. I don't like the term slut, and I don't believe in hug sluts. I believe in open people, and someone who hugs a lot is very, very open. Generally, now, if you'll notice, when someone does a phony hug, their face is usually tilted away.
And they don't make eye contact.
And they don't make eye contact. It's like, so if someone comes to you and is overzealous and making eye contact, it's usually not a phony hug. And looks, and is towards you and smells you. That's usually a good thing. You laugh, but smell plays a very important role in hugging.
But I don't know if I was hugging someone and they smelt me. I think it creeped out of me. I think so, yeah. I think I would feel
I'm not talking like that. No.
Not like... Did that not make you feel uncomfortable?
That actually felt quite nice.
I think that's the difference between men and women. I think if a man smelt a woman that way, I think it would make her uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah.